will discuss about binding energy. So what is nuclear binding energy? It is the energy required to hold an atom's protons and neutrons together in the nucleus. You know, inside the nucleus there are protons and neutrons, and in order to bind these neutrons and protons together inside the nucleus, some energy is required, and that energy is the nuclear binding energy. Energy required holding neutrons and protons together therefore keeps the nucleus intact. So in order to hold these neutrons and protons together, some amount of energy is required, hence the nucleus is kept intact. It can also be defined as the energy needed to separate the nucleons from each other. In order to separate the nucleons from each other, in that case also some amount of energy is required, and that energy can also be defined as binding energy. So binding energy is the energy required to keep the nucleons together. At the same time, it is also the energy required to separate the nucleons from each other. Okay, so here on the figure you can see neutrons and protons are joined together, and here all the neutrons and protons are separated apart. So this is the energy required for this separation is known as binding energy. Now, what is the importance of binding energy? Importance of nuclear binding energy describes how strongly nucleons are bound to each other. By determining its value, we will come to know whether the neutrons and protons are tightly or loosely bound to each other. Okay, and if nuclear binding energy is high amount of energy is needed to separate the nucleons. This means nucleus is very stable. So if nuclear binding energy is high, that means nucleus is very stable and high amount of energy is needed to separate the nucleons. And if nuclear binding energy is less, it means the nucleus is not very stable, so low amount of energy is needed to separate the nucleons. Okay. Now what is mass defect? Mass defect is the difference in the mass of nucleus and its constituents, neutrons and protons. Okay, it is denoted by delta M. So mass defect is the difference in the mass of nucleus and its constituents. It is denoted by delta M, and mathematically mass defect can be represented like this: ZMP. Z means atomic number and MP is the mass of proton, and Z we can also consider as the number of protons. So number of protons into mass of one proton plus A minus Z. A minus Z means number of neutrons. Mass number minus atomic number. So number of neutrons into mass of one neutron. So these terms in the bracket gives us the total mass of the nucleus. That means sum of masses of neutrons and protons inside the nucleus. So the terms inside the bracket represents the sum of mass of protons and neutrons inside the nucleus minus capital M. Capital M is the nuclear mass. Okay. You can consider the example. Here consider the example of an oxygen atom. Oxygen 8O16. Here oxygen atom has 8 protons and 8 neutrons. So what will be the mass of 8 protons? Mass of 8 protons is 8 into 1.00866, because mass of 1 proton is 1.00866 U. So mass of 8 protons will be 8 into 1.00866. And what is the mass of 8 neutrons? Mass of 1 neutron is 1.00727. So mass of 8 neutrons will be 8 into 1.00727 U. Now, then what will be the total mass of 8 protons and 8 neutrons? Just add it. Okay, just add it. That means 8 into 1.00866 plus 8 into 1.00727. And whenever you add these two numbers, you will get the value as 16.12744 U. So this is the total mass of protons and neutrons present inside the oxygen nucleus. And from spectroscopy, that means with the help of mass spectrometer, the atomic mass of oxygen as a whole is measured, and the mass of oxygen atom was found to be 15.9949 U. See, this is the total mass of protons and neutrons present inside the oxygen nucleus, and this is the mass of the oxygen atom. See, they are not equal. We will expect that both the numbers must be equal, because the sum of atomic mass is the mass of protons and neutrons present inside the nucleus, and here we got the sum of mass of protons and neutrons of the nucleus as 16.12744 U, but using mass spectrometer the atomic mass was observed to be 15.9949 U. So there is a difference in mass, and this difference in mass is known as mass defect. So here it is very clear, there is a difference between the nuclear mass and the sum of masses of its constituents. Nuclear mass is less than sum of mass of its constituents, isn't it? Nuclear mass is 15.9949, but sum of masses of constituents are 16.12744. So the nuclear mass is less, and there is a difference in mass between the both, and this difference in mass is known as mass defect. It is also known as the excess mass, and this mass defect is converted to energy according to Einstein. So what is the relationship between this mass defect and the nuclear binding energy? Nuclear binding energy is denoted by EB, E suffix B, and nuclear binding energy E suffix B is equal to delta M into C square. That means delta M is the mass defect, and mass defect multiplied with C square gives you the nuclear binding energy. As there is a difference in mass, there is energy associated with it. This energy is known as nuclear binding energy, and nuclear binding energy is a measure of how well a nucleus is held together. Now just consider this problem. Find the energy equivalent of one atomic mass unit, first in joules and then in MeV. Using this, express the mass defect of 8O16 in MeV by C square. So here we had already studied one atomic mass unit is equal to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. We must remember this conversion formula. And if you want to convert into energy units, we multiply it by C square and find that energy equivalent. So just multiply it with C square. C means 3 into 10 raised to 8, or you can also consider this value 2.9979 into 10 raised to 8. Both are similar. Okay, so 2.9 can be approximately taken as 3. Now here, if you convert this 1 u, if you multiply this 1 u with C square, you will get this value 1.4924 into 10 raised to minus 10 joule. So you will get the value in joule. Whenever you multiply it with C square, you will get the energy in joule. Okay. Then again, so you got the energy in joule, and if you want to find out the energy in mega electron volt, you need to do some conversion again. Here you know, you had already studied 1 joule is 1 by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 electron volt. That is, if you want to convert a quantity from joule to electron volt, divide that quantity with 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 electron volt. Isn't it? So here this is the value in joule, and in order to convert this value in joule to electron volt, multiply this with 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So you will get the value in electron volt, and this can be rearranged as 931.5 mega electron volt. Okay, so you can say one atomic mass unit is equal to 931.5 mega electron volt by C square. Okay. So for 8O16 delta M, mass defect is 0.13691, because whenever you subtract the nuclear mass with the sum of mass of the constituents, you will get the mass defect like this, and this much U. And in order to convert this into MeV by C square, you need to multiply this U with 931.5, because 1 U is 931.5 MeV by C square. So this much U, 0.13691 U will be equal to 0.13691 into 931.5 MeV by C square. That is equal to 127.5 MeV by C square. So we have expressed the mass defect in MeV by C square. That is the question. Express the mass defect of 8O16 in MeV by C square. Okay, So with this, I am concluding my session. Notes of the topic and YouTube video have been uploaded. Please go through it. We will meet in the next session. Till then, take care all of you. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.